Hi everyone, Joseph March here. I'm the owner of this channel, which is basically a big WTF of whatever I feel like putting up at whatever time I feel like putting up. But this isn't always what I've done. Some of you may recognize me from a channel I used to have called Sorcerer, which later was known as The Grand Infinity. Those channels are no more. And in fact, my own life choices have changed a lot since the content that I had out back in that time, which is a big reason for that channel going away. This channel, again, just a bunch of what the fuck stuff, whatever I feel like putting up. This is going to be more just about me. That one was a serious channel trying to sort of teach certain ideas I had at the time. This one is just me throwing whatever I want at the wall and seeing what happens. The question a lot of people have who aren't familiar with the old channel would be, how come I started this channel off with videos about Reggie and PP Sorcerer, or Tabletop Sorcerer as he's known? And that is a good question. If you had seen the other channel I used to have, these were two comedy characters I had on that channel. They were really the only comedy-based videos I did on that channel, and I only did a few of them because they kind of didn't fit with the serious tone that channel ended up having, but I always enjoyed them, so I figured that if I'm going to start just making some silly, fun videos, that I would start with those. And one major thing that I've always felt about YouTube is that cringe is something that should exist here on YouTube. I feel like if I want a polished piece of material, then I'm going to go to Netflix or some other streaming service. For me, what makes YouTube good is the type of stuff that a couple of friends could make just palling around on a Saturday afternoon, and that's exactly the type of content you're going to get here. So PP Sorcerer was originally supposed to be the idea of what would people who aren't exposed to the ideas of the occult or Satanism or magic or any of those terms, what would they think a sorcerer would be? And that was kind of the concept of the character. At the time, my channels were on the occult and on the practices of magic as it's looked at kind of in this new wave of magic that's going on. I wouldn't consider myself to be part of those movements anymore, but this was kind of my offset to say, well, here's why it's funny what people think those are. And as a kind of rough overview for people who weren't into my old stuff, since it's not something I'm going to be going into again, think of it as magic is the word that people of the past used for what we call psychology or psychiatry today, and that alchemy is the word they used for chemistry, more or less, and that's kind of the rough about what the channel was about. But Tabletop Sorcerer was a character that I developed just to kind of poke fun at that entire thing. The first time he showed up, he didn't really have his own name or anything like that. He was just me making that particular joke about what do people in pop culture think a sorcerer is like.
Greetings, mortals. It is I, the Psycho Sorcerer, here to teach you another witchy moment of the psychotic powers of magic. Avada Kedavra!
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt!
You're getting sleepy. I am defenseless. Go ahead. Take up your weapon and strike me down with all your hatred, and your journey to the dark side will be complete.
Oh, hell yeah, bitch!
Yeah, this beat sounds good and all, but it needs a reverse message saying that they need to give their souls to Lucifer. Then we'll publish it.
I'm a reptilian.
Foolproof.
Fireball, bitch! That's not a bad roll. I'm keeping that.
The second time he showed up was for an April Fool's Day prank that I played on the channel.
At the stroke of midnight, this baby will be sacrificed.
The third time he showed up, that's when Tabletop Sorcerer actually had his own name, his own kind of backstory, things like that. And that's where I would say the actual first Tabletop Sorcerer or PP Sorcerer video actually started. It introduced another character as well, this psychopop conspiracy theorist.
How many times have you seen this image of Nicki Minaj's ass? They just keep putting it in our faces.
I've seen that image a lot.
You're probably distracted looking at these two circular regions, but you're not seeing what's in between, old friend.
Her asshole?
A triangle!
Of course.
And then from there, I introduced another character when PP Sorcerer tried to summon a demon.
Bippity. Boppity. Boo. Hello, Reggie.
Hi, boys and girls. I'm a cherubim.
You look more like a frog to me, actually.
Not easy being green.
Alright, that's copyright. I wouldn't say that if I were you.
Dig 'em.
That's even more copyright. Let's move
Never
away.
had a friend like me.
Alright, you're trying to do Disney now. That's even worse. Reggie, you're a demon, right?
And that was the birth of Reggie. So Reggie wasn't really making fun of anything in particular other than kind of this whole reptilian agenda idea that's in a lot of the conspiracy theories and things like that, as well as demon theories and stuff from a lot of religious groups, and merging those together into a character. And he just became really fun, and to me, he kind of stole the show.
Hi, everybody. This is Reggie, and you're listening to The Word on the Shrine. Today's word is apocalypse. Every time you hear the word apocalypse today, scream real loud.
All of that eventually led to the Halloween Spooktacular, which is what they are most well known for, and that was probably the cringiest video I ever created.
It's time to run now, Halloween has come to town. I'm about to show you how a real sorcerer gets down. Get out your candies and go trick your neighbors. Fight the Illuminati, overthrow your slavers. I'm a sorcerer, I'm the source of your finality. Come and fight with me, I'll be a Mortal Kombat fatality. Finish him! I got your pop culture, unlock culture, come and ride with me. Be a super stud, sign your name in blood, immortality. It's time to run now, Halloween has come to town. I'm about to show you how a real sorcerer gets down. Get out your candies and go trick your neighbors. Fight the Illuminati, overthrow your slavers. Stand up, rise up, be a defender. Don't stand alone, just stand against the dark agenda. Reptile, you see the Titans invade your town, you better fucking step up. Pull your Gatsu sword, put on your hollow mask, and put your fucking back up. It's time to run now, Halloween has come to town. I'm about to show you how a real sorcerer gets down. Get out your candies and go trick your neighbors. Fight the Illuminati, overthrow your slavers.
Reggie's time travel adventure. I'm tripping ball. I'm gonna kill everyone in space.
Whoa, Reggie, it's not cool to just say you're gonna kill the viewers, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad, guys. Continue, please.
It's time to run now, Halloween has come to town. I'm about to show you how a real sorcerer gets down. Get out your candies and go trick your neighbors. Fight the Illuminati, overthrow your slavers. It's time to run now, Halloween has come to town. I'm about to show you how a real sorcerer gets down. Get out your candies and go trick your neighbors. Fight the Illuminati, overthrow your slavers. Is that it? We done with the song? Cool. I didn't feel like doing this anymore.
Reggie's gonna find you Productions.
In addition to the cringe factor, it had this particular line in it.
Sneak in a little boy's bedroom. Not that I've done that, but... What?
Now that line is the thing that got me the most thumbs down out of any video I ever posted. It was the most disliked video on my entire site, and it's because of that these kind of fell off the mark for a little while. But they were a lot of fun to make, and you know what, right now, I honestly don't care what people think about what I say, so I'm just gonna start saying whatever I feel like.
Oh! Pardon me, I was just getting ready to go eyes wide shut. Which means it's time to turn the cameras off.
Another thing that's particularly funny to me right now is that in those old videos, the Psychopop Sorcerer's big shtick was that he was trying to sell stuff.
Hi, Psychopop Sorcerer here, and I wanted to offer you something that you can get nowhere else. A charm necklace. That's right, a necklace charmed by yours truly.
Well, what's funny about that now is that I actually would like to hawk my own merchandise because I have created my own tabletop role-playing game. So check out Realms of the Ancients if you're into role-playing. It's got its own YouTube channel explaining everything about it. Links in the description, and also links to Drive-Thru RPG where you can get your copy.
Order in the next 10 minutes to get a free copy of Tabletop Sorcerer's best-selling book, How to Sucker Idiots with Magic. You'll be rolling in the dough, just like Tabletop Sorcerer wishes he was.
Now, in the days ahead, I'm going to go ahead and release some of these old videos, and I'll be calling them the archive videos. So anything you see on this channel that says archive video, it'll be a video from the old Psycho Sorcerer Grand Infinity channel I used to have, but they will all be specific to Reggie and Tabletop Sorcerer. I'm not going to be releasing any of my videos that were on the occult or anything like that. That's not what this channel is about. If you're interested in that topic, maybe I'll make another video on why I've moved away from those practices, if enough people are interested. Aside from the archive videos, there's going to be new content with those two characters, and I'm going to be introducing other characters and other content that I think is funny. The whole idea with this is just to be myself and throw my own concepts out there. I've even refrained from putting any kind of ad revenue on this video so that I'm not limited in what I can say. And I probably won't ever put any ad revenue on there. You really believe that? We'll see. The point is, at least for now, this is just for fun, no set schedule, nothing like that. A bunch of random comedy, cringe, cheese videos that I feel like throwing up there, and a bunch of archived old silly videos that I feel like putting up there. So, enjoy the ride if you do, hate watch me if you love that, and just give me those thumbs up and thumbs downs. Till next time, safe travels.